be very interesting to know.
Fuck yeah, it would,
Yeah,
man.
but there's also other times like where the Roman
Yeah.
the Roman population were
When they killed Caesar? Part of the stabbing part of
not
it?
even like that, but whenever they would enact these laws where or make it legal
Would you
for
go-
Christians to be
Yeah. Would you go to a gladiator game
yeah.
if you were in that time?
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do? I can't protest.
Oh, yeah,
They'll
exactly.
throw me in.
Killing is wrong!
They'll throw
They'd
me.
be like, alright, well, you're part of the
They'll
game,
throw me in
Santa.
a gladiator.
Congratulations. Yeah.
But, I mean,
get
I
you.
just would like to know. But I mean, if I lived in a different time, I would be like, oh, I want to know what made Zeus the most powerful religion in the world, or
Yeah.
You know what would be a good one? Is to go back when they laid the first brick on one of them fucking pyramids.
what. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Fuck.
Could you
See what
imagine?
the
God, you just fucking.
You just.
I know,
my
right?
butthole sideways.
Oh my god.
That would be awesome.
Or like Stonehenge, man. Fuck.
to
I
see
didn't even.
who put that shit
I didn't even
there.
think about the parameters of my own fucking question. I chose the pirate days. Like, apparently getting scurvy is more important to me than seeing who fucking built the
I know
pyramid.
where Blackbeard's treasury.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking man.
You think about I mean, some of these
Did you just
wonders
think
of
of that?
the world that we have. I mean,
Yeah.
to be right there at that time
Or
and
Stonehenge.
have an answer to that.
Fucking.
Where the fuck did Alexander the Great get fucking
Yeah.
buried?
Where did Jim? Well, actually, I heard Jimmy Hoffa was buried in the cornfield like 20 miles from the fucking restaurant or the diner.
Yeah, but Jimmy Hoffa didn't influence.
Yeah, I know. I'm just that was something that just popped in my brain. All right.
Asking why they stopped making that damn calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mayas?
Well, here's the thing about that. They actually found another calendar, I guess.
Oh, no, so they bought themselves more time, right?
Oh, exactly. Well, no, not even that. They bought themselves more time to spread the conspiracy and all that shit, and like for more
It's
time.
like global warming.
Yeah, yeah. Al Gore made global
You're
warming.
carving
up.
foot.
We all know that, but
It's a fucking scam.
So Walsheimer, what about you?
I don't really want to find anything else specific. I'd rather live like
No, I
maybe
mean,
in the
where
50s
would you
or
live?
70s.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking. What time frame would you live?
50s or 70s.
70s was cool. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, he was there.
I love the 50s music. And the
50s
cars were awesome in the 50s.
Rockabilly.
Yeah.
So
I gotta say, that growing up a child in the 70s was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It just seems like times were a lot simpler back then.
Fuck
No
yeah,
cell
they were.
phones,
Yeah.
none of that shit.
Well, what about you? I mean, this ties into yours.
I would prefer to go back just a little further to the 1800s. I would
Yeah.
like it without technology. No TVs, no
Right.
stereos, no radios, no telephones, no nothing. That was back in time when, like we were talking earlier, family would have been family. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
you all working together to keep your shit rolling, and
Family time meant fucking family time. Like, fucking,
I
you had
just
no
think it would have
choice.
been a better time to live. It's a more simpler time.
And the ass whoopings you could give your kids, like, there were no laws against it back then. I mean, just beat that fucking ass. Like, oh, you want to cause some okay, then cause some trouble, motherfucker. I don't advocate child beating. I just think I encourage it. That's all. So let's see here. That fucking took less time than I thought it would.
Alright.
Well, you never said where you'd want to go, did you?
Oh, the pirate days. I mean, but now that you fucking said something about laying the first brick of the pyramid, now I think I might have to change it. Well, I've always been fascinated by like the ancient Egyptian times. I don't know what the lure is that just like it fucking something about it. Like I always find myself if I'm flipping through the channels and I see anything about like on the History Channel about like King Tut or King Ramses or anything like that. Anything Egyptian, I'm like, you know what I'm watching, and I'll sit there and fucking veg out and just that'll be my day until that shit ends and I'll find something else on.
But you know what's weird about that is they were all about worshiping some type of god.
That's true, and I'm actually glad you said
It's more
that.
like a human god, even.
Yeah. I'm actually glad you said that because I don't know why I haven't mentioned this, but I've always thought that if I were to believe in some sort of god, it would be either the like the ancient like the Greek gods or the the Egyptian gods because they had more than one god for the sun coming up each day. They would have a god for it. For like the running of water or rain, they would have a god for it. You know, like it wasn't one fucking dude. You know, like doing all this shit. They had a god per like event, I guess I could say.
If I would believe in a god, it would probably be a deist point of view, like what Thomas Paine
Yeah.
envisioned.
Didn't you
Because-
hate Thomas Paine?
Hate Thomas Paine?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Who did you hate? Who was in the duel? Oh fuck.
Oh,
the guy.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't like Alex.
Yeah,
no.
that's who it was.
Fuck Alexander Hamilton.
Okay, yeah.
But Thomas Paine, no. He's the guy who wrote Common Sense and
Yeah.
basically inspired our nation, a lot of people to get behind the message of freedom and liberty. But he also, later in life, and he even got, I think George Washington quit. He actually got kicked, basically excluded from our country because of his views on religion, because he believed in God, a God, but he didn't believe in like Jesus Christ and any other like form of organized religion. He believed like, you know, if you're worshiping this guy Jesus Christ or whatever, like, okay, well, you're pretty much insulting the real God, like,
Yeah.
and if the real way to worship God is to study nature in its own self.
Right.
Like, to understand nature is to understand God, is what
More
he
like
was
the
saying.
Native Americans.
Yeah, I mean,
like that.
something like that. And it was just like to believe in the magic of whatever happened in whatever past text. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
Kind of like
it's
Gaia.
it's distracting you from being a good person in general, anyways.
Yeah.
Like, we all know what it is to be a good person, and you don't need religion to tell you what that is. And if there is a God out there, to act like you understand what God wants and what God
It's
is,
very arrogant.
that's fucking insulting to
Yeah.
that God who is the supreme being over this whole natural world
All of it.
and universe. Like, how can you really think that you know what the fuck God is or what a God is?
Bitch, you don't know me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't know. You're just a person, and all you can do to honor God is just be a good person to other people.
Yeah.
And you don't have to believe in God to even do that.
No, it's
Because there are plenty of people who believe in a God or a number of gods who fuck that up all the time.
It's true. That's absolutely true. What about you, Dan? If you could believe in a past supreme being.
I would kind of go along the lines like I was saying, like kind of what he said, like the Native Americans. I wouldn't believe it was one. Just the idea of it being one actual person is completely ridiculous anyway. But
Yeah.
kind of more like, you know, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain that. The rain, you know, the rains, the food from the earth, blah 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 blah. You know, it's
Kind of like a the Mother Gaia thing. Like Gaia is the
like it's the earth
mother.
itself. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
It's kind of hard to explain.
Instead of thinking of a god, you're thinking the planet on which you live. You're thinking.
Is the one in
Yeah, well, not thinking, but like you're thanking them
Right.
instead of like.
That would be,
Praise
if I was
God.
going to worship something, it would be the planet that lets me live here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the
Very
best
true.
way.
Mother Nature, bitch.
That's the best way to do it. Like, we can't manipulate Mother Nature either that too much either. Like, all we've done in this country is manipulate Mother Nature into giving us nothing but corn, and all we've done is turn us into a fat ass country.
Yeah.
Like,
We've got an overabundance of anything we want, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Look at me.
we've murdered a huge amount of fucking native animals to this country, and then
A lot of which are going extinct.
fucking plants and
Now we're not going all PETA on you because we fucking hate PETA.
No, I mean I don't advocate murdering people for animals. I don't advocate murdering anybody.
But we are the top of the food chain, like for a fucking
Here.
reason, because we know how to survive. Like without weapons, I mean, if it was like back in the old days, we'd be fucked. You know, like there were no
You
cages, no zoos.
You could simply go up into the mountains and you're not top of the food chain
Oh
anymore.
fuck no! But we're thinkers. We're thinkers. We
But
know
what
how
I'm
to
saying,
survive.
like-
We know how to fucking fashion weapons to kill said
Like
beasts.
we just need to let it to be a free flowing, whatever happens kind of society. But that's not what we have right now. What we have is a corn subsidized by government kind of society where everything. The reason corn is so big in this country and why we're so fucking fat is because corn is subsidized by fucking government, and that's why they do so good. They have no competition with any other crops.
I like how V Daddy's saying that we're fat in this country because earlier we were out on the balcony hanging out, and we had some friends over, fucking, you know, because I'm going away tomorrow. But we were fucking talking about like somehow like running away from a snake became something we were talking about, and I'm like, yeah, I'm dude, like the average person could outrun a fucking snake, you know, and. Me Daddy's like, well, the average person could, but the average American, I don't think that's possible. Our fat asses would be fucking,
Exactly.
just fucking eat me, bro. You know, and fucking, it'd be done.
Well, I mean, like, you can get Mexican pop at the grocery store in those glass bottles,
Yeah,
and
good
it's
shit.
fucking
Burrito-
pure sugar.
Burritos
You
or
know, some
something
people
like
prefer it that way.
That's gross.
Here in
Yeah,
America,
back
like,
Podcast real sugar.
in the same grocery
Yeah.
store, most of our shelves are filled with the corn syrup, fucking fed shit. Just like, yeah, high fructose corn syrup. HF.
High fructose corn syrup. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
What he's.
And then you got fucking like Mountain Dew with fucking BBO, which is brominated vegetable oil.
Oh, Mountain Dew's.
All kinds of shit.
Mountain Dew's terrible. And a lot of these fat asses are like, oh, I'll get a Diet Coke. Diet Coke's so much worse for you than fucking regular
And
Coke.
now they just signed that fucking
Because that, what
law
is it?
and
What's the
order
name of
where
that shit? The
you don't have to put
false
whatever
sugar or whatever.
your ingredients are on the can.
I can't fucking
Which that's
say that.
great, you know, I don't give a fuck about that. Like,
Aspartame or
you
something?
shouldn't have to put, you shouldn't be forced to put whatever your ingredients are. If you don't put whatever your ingredients are, the people shouldn't buy your shit is what I think.
Yeah. Because,
But,
yeah, you can't fucking
but
trust
nowadays,
them.
like, nobody wants to be like, nobody wants to take responsibility for their own fucking lives. And they want the government to force other people to do that. And the genetically modified foods that they're talking about nowadays, like, you don't have to fucking eat that shit. You can go, like, I was talking to somebody the other week about it. Oh, well, what should we do? Go to our farmers markets?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
That's
why
exactly
not?
what
Yeah.
you fucking do. Or,
Why the fuck not?
or grow your own goddamn food. I
Go
mean,
fence a cow in, motherfucker.
fuck. Yeah, go fence a fucking cow and make some burgers. You'd be if you could kill that cow.
Vote with
and
your dollars.
save the fucking save the meat for a while.
Right now,
You got
that's
some
the
for
best
life.
way in America
Easily.
to make a change is to vote with your dollars. If you don't do that, because what do you really think you're gonna make a difference by voting with your votes? Fuck that. People in America listen by dollars, because for the most part we're still mostly kind of a capitalist country. We have a lot of influence by government, but for the most part we're still kind of a large influenced capitalist country, and voting by your dollars is the best way to do it, and you should fucking do it.
Yep.
Big companies have a
I
big
said that and I've
stranglehold.
never voted in my life.
Have a big stranglehold on your dollars because they have the government's help, but the best way to beat them isn't by voting. The best way to beat them is by voting with your dollars and
explain-
buying other places.
Okay, I was gonna say explain voting with your dollars.
Like, if you don't fucking like Walmart, why the fuck are you shopping at Walmart? Are you really? That's the
Oh,
only
man,
place in
that's
your town to buy food? Bull fucking
These
shit.
people at Walmart.com is so funny. That's why. These fucking retards need to keep shopping at Walmart so I have something to look at when I'm bored at work or
It's
something.
not just that. Like, don't fucking follow the media fucking chatter.
Yeah, all the propaganda
like
and bullshit.
the fucking political lies. They one president is trying to be, voted into office, says, "Oh, I'm gonna lower taxes." Oh, everybody's gonna fucking be thrilled about that and fucking drop. Yeah, we want that guy. Don't fucking listen to it.
No, yeah, because
That-
chances are it's
well,
not
Look
gonna
where we're
fucking
at right
happen.
now.
That's-
All the
Yeah.
shit he said he was gonna do. Look where we're fucking at
Well,
now. Do your fucking research.
That's the that's the only way.
Welsh guy related.
Politicians-
Yeah,
I know
politicians-
my politics.
The way they
blacks.
This
guy's
get fucking power and prestige is they promise you free shit, and that's what they do. They
These-
promise you free shit,
Morons fucking.
and then when it doesn't happen, or if it doesn't work out the way it's supposed to, you blame it on the other side because they fucked it up.
That's
But
exactly
then
right.
the other side, they're also doing the same shit. Republicans, Democrats, they're doing the same shit.
See, like, I heard so many good things, from morons, but I heard, before George W. Bush got fucking sworn in and stuff, before he got elected, actually, they were like, John Kerry's such a fucking moron, and, all this stuff, and boo, like, George W. Bush all the way, fucking not even halfway through his first year. What did we do? But they're not blaming it on themselves. They're like, "Oh, this guy's terrible. He lied to us." And same thing with George.
What they do.
Same thing with Barack Obama. It's fucking like, "Oh, he's our savior." Fuck yeah, Barack Obama. Woo.
Well, I
Now
voted for
listen to what's going
I
on.
voted for
People are like,
Barack
"Are you
Obama
fucking
in
serious?"
2008.
Yeah.
I voted for because I was like against the war, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you out of the war."
Right.
And then I was like, but then I was also for like,
It's like a month. I'm gonna get them out of overseas.
I'm like, I also like
4
helping.
months later, I'm gonna get them out of seas. A year passed.
I
I'm gonna
also
get them
like-
out overseas.
2014 works for
Helping
me. What
poor
about you guys
people.
overseas?
Yeah.
I also
That works.
like having people have medical care.
Here I am.
But at the same
2013,
time,
going
I
in.
also didn't understand the real financial understanding of how finances work and how money actually works, and it doesn't fit with anything the new liberals.
Well, I think it's sometime this year, sometime after January or whatever, that his whole insurance policy thing takes effect.
Yeah,
Where
Obamacare.
you have
But-
to have it.
It doesn't in Indiana. Thank you,
No?
fucking Indiana.
No, okay, in that regard, yes, but Indiana,
In
fucking
Indiana,
sucks and everything else.
If they tried to get us for any gun ban,
Ah,
Obamacare,
That's true, yeah.
if the federal agents try to get us under law, they will be pretty much.
Did they nullify it?
Just
Is that what they?
okay? Listen, they will. If they try to get you for federal law, they will be arrested under Indiana law for going against the Constitution because it's unconstitutional.
Because I told my brother the other night because he was like, "Oh
It
yeah,"
is a felony.
he was like, "Everybody's got to have insurance here soon." And if not, you got to pay a fine. I was like, well, I just won't fucking pay the fine because you can't make me have insurance.
Yeah, fuck you. Like you.
I
you
haven't
fucking
needed it
retarded.
yet. Like, why the fuck am I gonna pay for it now?
They try to find me for that shit. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Come
what
on.
they'll do is when it comes time to file your taxes, there'll be a little box. Do you have health insurance?
Go fuck yourself. Is there a go fuck
And
yourself
I'm
box?
pretty sure there
no.
are several states that I've heard who have done like a Obama nullification,
Yeah.
Obamacare nullification.
Well, there's a lot of things going on.
Hmm.
There's a reason why, the mayor, the governor of fucking Texas has been buying gold and started the Bank of Texas. There's a big fucking reason for that.
I wish they would get the fuck out of our country, to be honest. And if we have any listeners in Texas, I say that kind of as a joke, but kind of not.
I
Kind
say
of not at
it
all.
truthfully. They need to
That's
they
a
need
good
to get.
thing,
They need to succeed from the union because once they do it, other states will do it.
Yeah, well, California too. They've been talking about trying to secede, but Texas has been talking about it for a long time. I'm like, if you've met, I've met some people from Texas. They're very arrogant. I'm not saying everybody from Texas is arrogant, But I mean, some of them are like very fucking uppity. Like, oh, Texas. Oh,
I mean,
okay. fuck you.
Texas could leave from the union, and that's a big part of our economy gone right there.
That's true. Yeah.
But you don't understand. If one state does it, it'll follow
Yep.
in a chain reaction.
Like Walsheimer said. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
like
if they
that.
did it, fuck, that would set a new precedent.
Like,
And,
I have.
boom.
Disregarding anything north or south, like
Indiana would be
any
a country, and I'd get the
biases,
fuck out
like,
of
I
it.
have no biases. Like
Fuck, I'm jumping ship on this motherfucker.
anybody who resists
Seceding
the
from
federal
my-
government at this
Yeah.
point in time, in my opinion, like I am totally on board with that. And I'm a member of the U.S. military, and I don't give a fuck. Like I don't even. Actually, I'll just shut up because I don't want to upset. I don't want to upset any of our fans
Yeah.
or anybody here right now.
So,
I have very strong opinions about this shit, but I won't share them.
Are you serious? Hey, go grab my guitar pick and turn that down.
well, were we gonna random facts? What?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna end it with that, right?
Yeah, well, we were going to do the schnoz off.
Hey, is
Oh,
this
okay,
the elusive pick?
Yeah, I finally found it yesterday.
Fuck schnoz.
Alright, we're not going to do a schnoz off because Welsheimer's a poor sport, but Welsheimer did.
It would have been different if we had time to.
I say make up one joke. One joke to rule them all. There you go. Take it or leave it. Alright,
Your
V-Dan's
nose
starting
is
it.
so small, it doesn't even penetrate the butthole during a 69.
That was a good one. That's going to be hard to top. Well, I think
Your
Welsheimer-
nose is so small, I can fit it in my left nostril.
That was pretty good. We might have to have a tiebreaker joke.
That's
Oh, jeez. And radio silence.
I don't fucking know. Your nose is so small. It could fit my pee hole.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's smaller than his left nostril.
My nose is not that small because your mom loved it when we were in the 6'9" position and it tickled her rear.
Oh man, pulling out fucking the Humpty Dance. Uh-oh.
And a mama joke. Oh,
Yeah.
And a mama
joke,
joke.
same thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I got nothing.
Oh, Welsheimer wins the schnoz off and he didn't even want to fucking do it.
We still have a beautiful snob.
Oh. Oh, look at that love. We love each other here in Action Studios. That was fucking
It's
awesome.
just it.
Alright, we got some random facts.
Okay.
We got some 1 minute 27 seconds loaded up on your phone so we can time this.
I will get on that right in the fucking now, bitches. Get ready for fucking random facts, you sluts. If you don't like random facts, then fuck you. Get the fuck out of this country. You fucking bitches. You cunts. You
Random
sluts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Random facts. Go. The time difference between the Stegosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus Rex is larger than the time difference between the Tyrannosaurus Rex and you. When you think of the 1960s, you think of heavy marijuana use. After all, that's when marijuana became popular, right? Wrong. In 1969, only 4% of Americans had tried marijuana. 34% of Americans didn't even know what marijuana does to you. John Tyler, 10th President of the United States, had a son when he was 63. That son fathered 2 sons of his own when he was 71 and 75. Those 2 sons are still alive. In other words, a man who became president in 1841 has 2 living grandchildren. The Vietnam War was a case of the young college kids coming out and protesting against the mean old people who wanted to continue the unjust war, right? Guess again, according to the Gallup polls done throughout the 1960s, young educated people, meaning college students, were far more likely to support the war than their old, uneducated fellow citizens. In fact, it was the over 50 crowd that opposed the war more than anyone. The citizens found guilty during the Salem witch trials were not actually burned at the stake, they were hanged. Random facts.
Random facts. Figured we could put in some crazy shit into that random
The baby
fact.
and the dog!
Hey! Random facts, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast was brought to you by, what was it again? I forgot.
PBS.
PBS.
More strong.
Piss Poor Strong, ladies and gentlemen. V-Daddy, if they want to find us, how do these guys find us?
You can find us at Facebook. Ape shit, atheistic view of anything. You can find us on iTunes. Ape shit podcast. It's probably not right.
On YouTube, you can find us. Ape Shit Podcast.
Ape shit. What is it? Ape shit.
I changed it. I can change it. It's Ape Shit Podcast now.
Alright, Ape Shit at Ape Shit Podcast on Twitter. Twitter at Ape Shit Podcast. Email us, bitches. apeshitpodcast@gmail.com. Come and get it, fuck faces. Yeah!
Boy, send us love or complaints.
Thank you, Welshire
Fuck
my
you,
dad,
Al.
for coming out. Check it out, Ape Shiist. Ape Shiist.
Ape shit.
Ape Shiists. They're like feminisms for our podcast.